Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. Hearthstone's Ashes of Outland expansion is here, Demon Hunter is here, Demon Hunter is playable, and as expected Demon Hunter is really good. In fact, it has been more dominant than it was even expected to be. It has been just downright bonkers. And I took this deck that I built. This is my mid-range Theorycraft. I played this deck on day 1. I played a total of 24 games with this. I won 18 and I lost 6, and that was enough to get me from Diamond 4 to Legend with a 75% win rate. So yeah, Demon Hunter is just really good. Today, it's the second day of the meta. We're starting to see if we will try to counter Demon Hunter a little bit with some sort of control warriors, control priests, control warlock style decks that are trying to outlast the damage that the more popular aggro-ish Demon Hunters are able to put out. But actually they are no match to this build, because I have Netherwalkers and I have Coilfang Warlords here, so there's a little bit of a slower mid-range take on Demon Hunter, bit more value oriented, but that means that it also just has so much damage that it can push through those control decks that are trying to defend against Demon Hunter. But in addition to those who are trying to counter Demon Hunter, there's of course tons and tons of mirror matches that are on ladder at the moment. And for mirror matches, yeah, switching the Netherwalker to something a bit faster might be good. But then again, I did go 10 and 4 in mirrors too, so it's not like this was performing poorly. The mirror matches largely hang on a couple of cards. There's the Aldrachi Warblades, which is your main healing tool. That's super important in the mirror. That, some buffs so that you can get more attack, so that you can heal more. And then there's the Imprisoned Antaean, because Imprisoned Antaean provides a huge swing turn. If that cannot be answered, then that's just game. Dormant for 2 turns when this awakens, deal 10 damage randomly split among all enemies. And how do you answer an Imprisoned Antaean? Well, one way is that if the opponent manages to drop their Imprisoned Antaean first, if you can play yours immediately on the following turn, so that first your opponent's Antaean wakes up and yours wakes up after that, then the damage from your Antaean on their Antaean and the rest of the board can allow you to clear that out with something like Altruis or with I-Beam or some such thing. And another way that this deck has to deal with those Antaeans is Coilfang Warlord. Because if you're on the play, your opponent drops Imprisoned Antaean on 5, you will have 8 mana when it wakes up, so Coilfang Warlord can answer it on curve. If you're on the coin, you would have to have the coin in order to be answer an on curve Imprisoned Antaean, so then it's a little bit more difficult. But in some of the mirror matches, Coilfang Warlord has really been a tool that others don't have at their disposal, and it allows you to answer Imprisoned Antaeans and also Priestesses of Fury, another incredibly powerful card that typically decides these mirror matches if it sticks. Another card that has been incredibly powerful in the early days is Altruis the Outcast, your main source of AoE damage. After you play the left or rightmost card in your hand, deal 1 damage to all enemies. Your Skull of Cooldown discounted cards, Altruis the Outcast, it can just wipe out really big boards. Very strong tool. And of course there is the Skull of Cooldown. Draw 3 cards if it's outcast, then discount them by 3, so that's a phenomenal tool. It's just game deciding on its own as well. There are just so many power plays in this deck and in this class overall. Some of the other interactions I feel deserve a mention is Maiev Shadowsong, make a minion dormant. If you make a minion dormant that has an awaken effect, like Imprisoned Antaean, then when it wakes up, it is going to do that effect again. You typically don't have enough time to dormant your own Imprisoned Antaean, but if your opponent has an Imprisoned Antaean and you're going to have to make it dormant, then know that in 2 turns it's going to come back and shoot again. And another tool that I see a lot of mistakes being made when using it is Metamorphosis. Changes your hero power into deal 5 damage, after 2 uses switches back. When your hero power is changed, it's also refreshed. That is the same way it works with all the quests and everything. So you can use your hero power to get +1 attack, play Metamorphosis, and then use the Metamorphosis hero power for 5 damage. And likewise, on the turn when you use the last charge of Metamorphosis, you deal that 5 damage, you get your hero power back as the attack hero power, and you can use it again. And that's important to keep in mind, because that 1 damage that you can weave into these turns can often make the difference between clearing the board or potentially delivering lethal or missing out. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're always keeping Battlefiend. Battlefiend is perhaps the best 1-drop in the game at the moment, just incredibly strong. And then in many matchups you're keeping Eldrazi Warblades. You keep it in all the aggressive matchups, you keep it in the mirror. It's just one of the defining cards of the class at the moment. That healing ability with buffs and then Warblades is just really important. And if you're up against something really aggressive, you want to keep an I-Beam. I-Beam can really help you against hunters and stuff. Other cards to keep in the mulligan include Umbewing. Umbewing is also a strong regular keep in just about every matchup. And then Imprisoned Antaean and Skull of Gul'dan, whenever you have enough time to keep them, and in case of Skull of Gul'dan, if you can keep it in such a position that you can trigger the Outcast effect on 5, then it's a great card to keep. Against some of the most aggressive decks you might not have enough time to use them, but in majority of cases these are the mid-game defining cards that will win games. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to get notifications when new videos come up. Also check out the description for a link to my Twitch channel and other ways to support the content that I create. And now, let's go take a look at the best deck in the game, Demon Hunter, in action. Maybe I do want to keep the Warblades. Let's see, still learning what to play these first few days. Demon Hunter, you just got 33 cards, you can already build a reasonable deck with just the stuff that you already got. You can't go wrong with Demon Hunter. This one's always going to die here. Demon Hunters can always kill a 2/2. But it's still something to have. Intriguing. Maybe Demon Hunter can't always kill a 2/2. Okay. So far so good. This one won't be an Outcast next turn though. Now he can kill it.
Your wish is my suggestion.
So, Sacrificial Pact. That's not bad. Yet another Highlander build. Seems to be common right now. Do I believe I can make this the Outcast on this side? Bit too many weapons here. I might be able to. Let's go with the Warblades. Let's see. Alright. Well, he has a fairly good advantage right now. He still has the coin left, he has the initiative. Maybe Highlander is the way to go, thanks to that Zepress. I'm hoping to top that like a cheap card. Maybe something like a Battlefiend. Well, actually most of my cards just generate more resources, so it's kind of hard to make the draw cards as the rightmost card in hand. And I think I'm also the beatdown against the Highlander. Well, there's that. That's a decent card. Pew. Draw a card. Draw another card. Punch face. Okay. Well, now I have the Antaean coming. That's at least good. He still has the coin. He still has something that he kept. Time for me to drop the Antaean and kill that Satyr. So far so good. I drew all the weapons. Why? Why did I draw all the weapons? That's a little awkward. I mean, I could face tank it. Hold on to the Metamorphosis for later. I think we're face tanking it. I just face tank that one. I get to heal up the damage anyway. Imprisoned Antaean coming up. I'm very low on cards and he has tons of them. Ouch. So many cards. So many. And still the coin left too. Okay, so far not too bad. Yeah, this isn't bad yet. Antaean wakes up, kills the minions, pushes some face damage. Ooh, a Skull of Gul'dan. Yes, please. I like that. Free alters the outcast. Now that's something. He could have the priestess. And a bunch of other things, of course. Don't hold this to be played together with Altruis. But then I would have to be able to play this card from here to really make it work. Maybe I still hold it. Go with Altruis soon. Try to anyway. But he has so many cards. So very many cards. And a coin still. Still one card that was kept too.
I grow impatient.
Okay, Aura and... Is he going to face tank that? No. Ah, Furious Felvin. Now he is a little bit lower on cards though. I'm just going to smack down this Priestess of Fury here. I'll hold on to the lifesteal weapon for the time being. I'm concerned that he wants to coin like Dragon Queen Alexstrasza. And if he does that, then I would need to answer that with the Altruis line.
Life and hope are worth fighting.
He did exactly that. And he found a Rottnest Drake. Which was pretty good. Well, at least he doesn't get a spell from Mali. Okay, then it's the Altruis line. Hope I draw a cheap card.
Do you see what must be done? They will never catch me.
Maiev. Oh, I have to play the Maiev. I have to play it on the... I'll play it on the Alex, right? I could also play it on the Mali if I can kill the Alex. 7. 1, 2, 3. I need to play it on the Alex. Then the Battle Fiend. And then the Priestess. And then do I hit into something? That will exhaust my healing. If I hit into something now. But yeah, I think I'll hit into Mali. And then the Priestess should be able to kill the dragons. He has only 3 cards in hand at the moment, so does he have AoE there? I've seen the Zephyrus, I've seen the Alex. He could have his Altruis and something, for example. But does he?
I grow impatient.
We'll see in the near future.
My blades will sing.
Okay, Priest, he has to face tank the Altruis. He can't leave the Altruis up. Because leaving the Altruis up would just risk everything.
Time grows short.
Well, he's dead. Alright. If I don't get the Sigil Runner, then it's better to have the Unbowing here so that it can enable Outcast cards a little later. Alright, up against another Demon Hunter. Let's see what kind of Demon Hunter this one is going to be.
They will never catch me.
That's a good one. Alright, Unbowing time. Face tank that. Vengeance. But most important thing is my vengeance. So it could be some kind of a slower deck. Interesting. Didn't use that as an outcast card. Okay. Don't do Spectral Sight now. Or do I want more tempo with the Netherwalker? I think I can afford to do the Sight. See what I can pick up with that. An I-Beam that would be active now. What's my next turn going to be like? My next turn might have something to do with the Algrachi. Let's just face tank that and do it like this. Not great, but I wanted to give the 1/1 on the board. Maybe there's a use for that. I-Beam of course cannot be used unless I can use the card that I draw next. And I cannot use that card. Oh dear. I think I'll set up these and just hit face a little bit, heal up a tiny bit here. Probably going for the Antaean next turn. But this looks like some kind of a slow. So it could be like really big demons coming or stuff. A little bit scared.
You will regret imprisoning me.
A little bit scared indeed.
You will regret imprisoning me.
His Antaean is going to wake up first, then my Antaean will wake up after. But that is 10 damage. Not to be underestimated. Much of that is also going straight to the dome. But I can't play this next turn yet. Can I discover more demons that I could play immediately here? Nope, I can't get a Frenzied Fellwing out there because of his Taunt minion. Another Antaean.
Demons?
May be useful.
Demons.
We'll see. Let's have to slice my way through that, right? I need to use the Spectral Sight without the Outcast. That allows me to Chaos Strike and Slice. So that I can kill that. I'm taking 8 from the Antaean now. Or 9. 9 was unlikely, but of course possible. Can't Coil Fang yet. Don't want to Maiev his dormant minion.
Hide behind your servants. I will still find you.
This could be worse. Too bad that it lived at 4. I probably have to use the Metamorphosis now to kill that. Then I can I-Beam the Cane. So So Metamorphosis costs 5.
I grow.
I might as well hero power here. So it's hero power. Metamorphosis.
I am complete.
Kill that. High beam that. Hit face with the healing weapon. Go to 24. Next turn Coilfang is available. If he plays like the priestess here, I can Coilfang that away.
My blades will sing.
That's the priestess. And the priestess is really unlikely to kill this. So do I need the Coilfang? Can I just kill him? Can I have 8 damage? With the Skull of Gul'dan, I mean that's already 5. 6, 7. I'm literally 1 off.
Demons. Demons.
So we're going with the Skull.
Warlock.
And then we have lethal.
Hide behind your servants. I will still find you.
And that to the face. I think we're holding on to the Altruist here. Because we want to be able to clean up some boards. Possibly. Let's see. Up against the Hunter. I mean, you can't say that Dragon Hunter is a bad matchup for Demon Hunter. You can say that Dragon Hunter is a bad matchup for a mid-range Demon Hunter deck. Like it's a bad matchup for every other mid-range deck. Like, yeah, it's a bad matchup for a mid-range deck, sure. Because this is specifically a mid-range deck, not just any Demon Hunter deck. Fairy Dragon. Well, that's a Dragon Hunter then. So I have the Altruist option for the future. Do I want that or do I want Tempo now? Why would he coin a Fairy Dragon? That seems like a really nutty move. Why would he do that? I mean, it just doesn't make sense to coin that. I think we'll try this. Because he spent the coin, so it's hard for him to gain tempo. But this means that I will weaken my potential Altruist turns for the future. Is that an explosive trap now? Probably. Alright, well that was a good one.
Vengeance is mine.
And just do some vengeance. No spectral sight yet. Okay. Now he gets to develop. Fine. Oh, the Aldrachi Warblades, this is a good one. Now I can use this. Demon Claws and just face tank that one down. While healing up a little bit. Okay, so it is probably a Dragon Hunter. Explosive Trap is a little bit weird inclusion in the deck. But it's not an impossible one. That was the best possible dragon for this turn, but I expected that anyway. Because that's the dragon that doesn't die to the Antean. I mean, not but that's the dragon that I can't kill with the Warblades and develop the Antean. So now there are some choices for me to make. I think I will try this approach. But the next card that I draw, if it's an expensive card, then I will lock myself out of using that altruist.
The fires of vengeance burn bright.
This is an important draw. It's an expensive card. I can do it from this way around, actually. It's still fine. Altruist.
Do you see what must be done?
Into Spectral Sight.
I see.
I just need to face tank that. I think I need to face tank that, yeah. So we do second slice. Then I will face tank the dragon. Actually, don't have to face tank the dragon. What if it's a snake trap? What if it's another explosive trap? I need to do it like this. It's unlikely to be another explosive trap. Much more likely to be freezing or snakes. And when we do it like this, then suddenly he's in a pretty tough spot. He might have a Rottnest Drake to take down my Antaean. So now the Metamorphosis, that's 8, that doesn't set up for lethal. There can still be a freezing drop there. I can do Skull of Gul'dan. If he has a Rottnest Drake, he will play Rottnest Drake to kill this. Then what is my answer to that? But if I don't play the Skull, I can just play the Imprisoned Antaean. He cannot kill me in 2 turns. He doesn't have what it takes to kill me in 2 turns. So another Antaean is just going to deal so much damage to his face, even if there is a Rottnest Drake. This then will be hero power. Do I use the slices? I might as well, right? Slice. Slice. Metamorphosis. Pew pew to the face. Pew pew to the face. It's down to 4. His deck doesn't have any healing in it. He is not going to have 17 from hand. He will die to the Metamorphosis hero power next turn. This Antaean doesn't even need to do anything. It might kill him too, but if it doesn't, then Metamorphosis hero power will. Because this would be perfect stuff to mulligan against an aggressive deck. I'm predicting a slow druid. We'll see. Is it worth crafting now or should I wait? Well, Metamorphosis at least seems so incredibly strong that I don't think you have to wait to craft that. It's just bonkers. It's just totally bonkers. Kayn hasn't been as important as Metamorphosis. So these 3 legendaries in this deck right now, I would rate them as Metamorphosis the most important one, then Maiev, then Kayn. Right now. And I guess you probably would craft Maiev and Metamorphosis immediately, because Maiev goes into so many decks. And then you can wait with the Cane if you don't want to craft it now. That's the initial impression I have anyway. It's an Embiggen druid. Okay.
Vengeance is mine.
My vengeance. Let's try to hit him in the face. See what happens. Do you find the Dawn 10-6 good? Yes, it's solid. How's no one playing Sacrificial Pact? I have been sack-pacted today. Ooh, here comes the ramp. Ramp is scary. I could take the Slayer. Is there going to be like a board clear spell in there? There could be. But I could still take the Slayer. Let's just push in for the time being. Druid had the ramp. Breath of Dreams and Overgrowth. Now, this is the key turn. 6 mana. What does the Druid have?
What a day!
A pretty big taunt. I'm going to coin the Antean now.
You will regret imprisoning me. Bullseye!
And trade some of these
Better together.
minions into that and push a little bit of face damage. Because now I have the Skull of Gul'dan available next turn, when I coined the Antean out there. So I made the space to get that Gul'dan discount going. That's a nice one. And that's a really nice one. Oh boy. Perfect. Free Winged Guardian. That is not bad at all. So I need to I-beam now. Then I need to do the skull.
Warlock.
Haven't found the good tools. I don't want to Chaos Strike this turn. No, I don't think I want to. Well, that Marsh Hydra and that, especially that Winged Guardian might win the game. Not really the Marsh Hydra, but the Winged Guardian, yeah, that can win. He has a couple of 8-drops now from the Hydra. There could be stuff like Tyrion and everything. So we'll see. Could really use the Maiev.
What a day!
That's a lot of hell on the board. The Marsh Hydra probably dies to the Antean. But the others... So the Warblades. And the Chaos Strike. That Altruis is going to be used next turn, right? Altruis is going to be used next turn.
Vengeance is mine.
So now I get to kill the Winged Guardian. And heal up a little while I do so. But the Druid is already at 10 mana. It's turn 6. No, 7.
Void is filled with many whispers.
Well, that was a good one. That was a very, very good one. Now the Priestess isn't good. And that was the worst draw. Ouch. That was the worst possible draw. Just about.
Demons.
Need to get the Priestess out there. Yeah, I can't kill that with Metamorphosis. Don't have an Altruis line that would kill it.
My blades will sing.
Vengeance Vengeance is mine.
I'll take that one healing from that. The priestess will kill the 1/1. It will not kill the Natalie Celine. But we'll see whether he has a tool to deal with the 6/7. That one is not enough. But together with that other one it is. Go down to 7. So there are ways for me to die now. Probably need to spend the Coilfang Warlord here. Altruist, but I can't play enough cards with the Altruist. Nope, just cannot. I die to Maiev. Bunch of lethal outs. Some kind of metamorphosis play. I need to do it like this, but I think the druid won this time. I need a cheap card instead of this, and then I would have had an Altruist clear. So now Maiev is lethal. Any card that removes the 5/9 is lethal. Any card that does not remove the 5/9 though means that I win.
Now I am complete.
Okay. I really didn't think I would be able to get through that. I really didn't think that was possible. Sometimes it is. Battlefiend Skull of Gul'dan. I mean, Skull of Gul'dan with the effect guaranteed. Just have got to keep it. Alright, it's a quest priest. Well, now we get to see what the quest priest can do. We're about to find out. He kept every card, so he should have the nuts. How nuts are his nuts? Is the question.
Vengeance is mine.
I think I'm going to start hitting him in the face, even though it's a Resurrect Priest. It just seems wrong not to hit Priest in the face. He bad luck Albatross. Okay. I think I'm killing that, right?
I see.
And let's just slice into it.
Vengeance is mine.
And just slice into that one, and that one pushes 4 to the priest's face. Those albatrosses, though, they can be nasty to pick up from, like my Skull of Gul'dan. We'll see. Now the priest finally uses a penance. Not a bad choice. I might also just coin an Imprisoned Antaean here. And we'll just coin that one first.
The light shall burn you.
The demons shall squelch you. Okay, I don't mind your albatrosses, really. Not that much. 7 cards in hand. I guess we can pick up some cheap ones. Before the deck is all albatrosses anyway. That wasn't very impressive though. 9 cards in hand, but I haven't found the Altruis. There's of course the question, do I want to find the Altruis here before using all of these cards? I might put something on the board. Present Vile Fiend. That's not very impressive. The Regard Escapee might actually be summon those Huntresses for the opponent. That's not bad. We can do Disgust Wanderer too. Let's try these for the time being. Okay, get some junk into Priest Resurrect pool. That's good. And the Anteian is going to wake up. I can't immediately kill the Huntresses. And of course a little bit unfortunate. I think we just drop another Anteian here.
You will regret imprisoning me.
And kill that one. Priest has almost completed the quest by now. We'll see. You can probably kill the Anteian now, one way or another. Actually, could have killed that with the Eye Beam. Maybe I needed to do that. We'll see. I just want to start messing up his Resurrect pool here. Almost done with the quest. An Albatross. Funny. Oh, Terror Guard Escapee here. He can't silence anything yet, so... But no, I can't really use the Disgust Wanderer now. Play like Umber Wing. I can play the Albatross just to get rid of it. Kill one of those hunters now. Start getting that stuff into the priest's pool. He can of course like play a Batterhead here, but he can't heal it up this turn. Okay. These are not that impressive. The Anteian wakes up. Next turn he can of course play a Plague of Death. That was a surprising result. Next turn Priest could play a Plague of Death. So I kind of want to have some tools after that. If I play Priest of Fury Eye Beam, maybe I can do this. Eye Beam. You can place the quest, yeah, I know. That one goes there, I face tank this one goes there, and I draw a card. I think that's the way it goes here. Do you have a board clear spell? Priest has only 4 cards in hand. Obviously the possibility of a board clear spell is there. But now it is really needed. It could be there. And there it is, the Plague of Death. So in position like this, I will Spectral Sight for some additional cards. But I can do Priestess of Fury. Priest might have an answer to the Priestess of Fury. We'll see. It hits the priest a little bit again. Can I kill the priest? Because Kane has charge, so that's 9 damage. I would need another 6 damage. I don't think I have that 6 damage here. Unfortunately, I think I don't have it.
I grow impatient.
9 plus 3. Yeah, that's not it. I would need metamorphosis. No, even that wouldn't be enough.
I grow impatient.
So do I then need to kill the Kaatut?
They will never
I guess I may have to kill the Kaatut. Altruis.
Short. Do you
Oh, Altruis is so sweet. Yes, then I can do things like these. And push face with these. And put the priest down to 4 health there. Which will be very difficult for the priest to recover from. Okay, and thanks, Cyrex. That's totally possible. So we hit legend at 1100.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.